What's up, everybody? Gotta learn to hit that mute when I clear my throat. Learning and growing, folks. We're learning and growing. Hey, All right. Boy, Pritchard's trending.
Of Miles, because the truth is he gave 10 great years here. I loved having him be here. I hope I'm friends with him for a long time. Um, I know this, that Herb Simon and Stephen Rails and the Simon family were fully prepared to go deep into the tax to keep him. And we really wanted to do that. And we were negotiating in good faith. But what happens in this league is sometimes you're negotiating, but because a guy is unrestricted.
I got sound in my left ear. But only on that video. That's weird.
He has the right to say, that's the offer I want. I'm going to take it, and that's best for my family. And again, we were in good faith negotiations. It was a little surprising that how Milwaukee created that. I don't know if we always say in our conference room there's cap teams that have cap space, and there's shadow teams that have cap space. You can go get, but it becomes very challenging by buying out or making trades, and hat tip to Milwaukee to do that. So I think the most important thing is we were deep in conversations with Miles, and then we saw that he'd accepted an offer with Milwaukee, and again, that's part of this business that is challenging. I can tell you this also, that there are two kind of things that I believe that is kind of fundamental to the league right now, and that is,
Look, it don't matter. The man's gone. He wasn't even. I mean, I would put him at our fifth best starter. Truthfully. My take on it. Oh, 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 oh. That ain't gonna turn out well, probably.
It seems like we stopped hearing the booms on the Gaza can. So, anyways, that's the report about what happened. Also, another thing you wonder is there's been several incidents like this in recent weeks. So, are there going to be more?
Probably not. Watch that.
we know one of those victims that died this morning is a juvenile. And I will say, all 7, there were 3 juveniles, 3 adults involved with this. We're still figuring out the second identity of the person who died. And this is still an
I live in Indiana, a little bit north of Indianapolis. There was a shooting on the 4th, I think, like 3 people died. That's what this is about.
active scene here behind me nearly 5 hours after the shooting happened. So let me step out of the way so I can show you what is going on behind us. They have taken a large section of Illinois street that is blocked off for this investigation. The majority of this happening between Illinois and Washington. But as you can see, cops, investigators still out here this morning trying to pick up evidence, figure out what led up to this mass shooting. So I do want to show you the scene when our crew first got here earlier this morning to show you how large this scene was. It happened around 1:30 this morning. IMPD officers who were already downtown responding to a separate disturbance heard shots being fired off of Illinois and Washington. They were just a couple blocks down the road. When they got closer to this scene, they found 6 people who were shot. One of the victims died on scene. 5 people were rushed to the hospital. That's when police say one of the other victims, the juvenile, died. And then they say a 7th victim walked into the hospital later on throughout the morning. Like we said, in total.
You know, when I was a kid, younger, uh, I lived in a rough area. We were poor, like I said before. Lived in what around here would be considered the ghetto. And we never, the kids, I mean, the adults was stabbing and shooting. And with the kids, man, we'd get into it, we'd fight, but it was just punches, you know? Most of the time we were playing basketball, football, Super Nintendo back then, or PlayStation 64, aging myself. But it was just different. We didn't go around shooting each other. You fought. But, I mean, kids are always going to fight. But this new stuff, and me personally, I think it has a lot to do with parenting. People aren't parenting their kids. You're just letting them run free. They don't care. I mean, you're not. I mean, back then we didn't have the best parents, but I don't know, better than this.
Total 3 juveniles shot, 3 adults still figuring out the identity of the one who died. Chief Chris Bailey says violence like this shouldn't have happened this weekend, especially when thousands were here in the city for the holiday.
I want to get into his full response, so I'm going to switch over videos really quickly. This is some of what he had to say as a result of all of these juveniles, and we could just call them what it is, a lot of black people that went in and they destroyed the city. And I didn't even know Indianapolis was caught up like this. Indianapolis is supposed to be a conference city.
This kind of violence, whether downtown or any of our neighborhoods, is completely unacceptable.
Indianapolis usually isn't like that. I mean, they got crime, shootings, killings, but I mean, it's not as bad as a lot of these other cities. Indianapolis is a really nice place.
Acceptable and unnecessary. Unnecessary.
I just hope this guy, I don't even know who he is. Anton Daniels, it just popped up on my thing, and I wanted to see about this news because I haven't really watched anything. Don't know where this guy's going to go with this, but hopefully it's not a racist thing.
Thousands of people came downtown tonight, enjoyed the fireworks, and went home. Thousands more chose to come down here and all night cause trouble. I was down here until about 12:30 tonight. I worked with my officers, took the runs with them, dealt with the disturbances, dealt with the utter disrespect for our city, for our laws, and for law enforcement. Hundreds of unsupervised kids down here. I don't know how many times I have to say it. We are not your children's keepers. You are. And parents.
And you can hear him still being contributing to.
Okay, so I can already tell this guy's on real stuff. He's not on bullshit. So check this guy out, Anton Daniels.
The black fatigue in the background. You can still hear it. But then we'll sit there and talk about how we so great and how the world should respect us when we don't even respect ourselves and we can't even get our own households together.
And guardians have got to step up. A kid is dead tonight.
If white people could truly say the truth and really what was on their mind instead of having to be politically correct and play the game, maybe we could actually get somewhere and we can start having some uncomfortable conversations. But in the meantime, I'll do it for them. I'll do it for people.
Might be a very interesting video. Say this. I am not racist. Uh, everybody says that. I'm just not racist. There's bad people of every race, and there's good people of every race. It's just good people and bad people. That's all it is. There's a culture problem. That's my opinion, but it's a culture problem and a parenting problem. And it can be any race of for the culture. It's certain areas that are, you know, parents are not taking care of their kids. Kids are running free. There's no respect for anything. There's no morals in society anymore. It's a societal and cultural problem. There's good people, there's bad people, every race.
I'll hold everybody accountable. White people, black people, women, men, everybody needs to be brought to the front of the congregation because this is what's happening in our schools. This is
Exactly.
what's happening in your neighborhoods. This is what's happening on Carnival cruise ships. This is what's happening on Spirit and Frontier Airlines. This is what's happening in every major city, every blue city across the United States of America that keeps talking about racism and that they want to defund the police while at the same time not even being able to get their own nug and jug in a house.
And we just don't know the age of the young man down the street, still here, dead. He looks young. It's unacceptable. The police department all night long went from place to place to place, trying to prevent these kind of things. And I gotta be honest, I'm tired of it. You should be tired.
Just like the clip I showed earlier from Philly, like on my last stream. uh, it's everywhere, and it's very sad. It scares me. I have a 3-year-old son, and I don't know what the world's going to be like for him as he gets older. Every day it's just getting worse.
Of it. This is not our job to do this. It is unnecessary. You don't have to act like this. Our officers, half a block away from before this shooting started, dealing with another group of individuals fighting. We made almost, probably, well, we're still tallying them, about 20 arrests tonight. Recovered guns that I know of before this happened from 2 kids. One of them was an assault rifle stuffed in the front of his pants.
Jesus.
I'm not sure anymore what it's going to take for some in our community to wake up. I've said it. This is where the kids are. This is where they are on Friday and Saturday nights. If you
Hey,
want
I
to
figured
engage
it out, I
them,
think.
if you want to help them, you want to prevent some of this violence, this is where they
Got that
are.
background
Here they're
moved
here. Come down.
or
I
removed.
invite all
Hell
of
yeah.
those who think that I'm exaggerating this or that I'm saying just because it's downtown. No, nowhere else in the city is this concentration of people in one small area, less than a half a mile. Come down and see for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. You can see them being dropped off by their parents, 5 or 6 at a time out of a car. You can
They
see them
don't.
jump out of Ubers and Lyfts.
The parents don't care. Like I keep saying, they don't want to watch them. Parents that don't want to be parents aren't going to be a parent. They get knocked up or they have kids, whatever. They don't. They don't care. They want to get drunk. They want to get high. They want to party. At least when my mom was doing that, she took me with her. I mean, when I was younger. As I got older, I was doing my own thing, but my grandpa, my great grandpa, I didn't have a dad. They instilled values in me to be a man, to be a good man, right and wrong. I still fucked up a lot in life. I'm far from perfect. I was an alcoholic, trying to stay sober now. When I was 21, I was arrested for an OWI. I didn't finish college, but I turned out good. I work, I have a wife, I have a son, stay out of trouble. And that's because of my grandparents. So, I mean, kids need somebody in their life that's going to instill morals and just some type of influence. They can't just run free. You can't be wild.
And you can see them jumping off the buses that they ride down, that they miss and then linger around downtown. Heck, look to your left. You're still going to see some people that probably shouldn't be out here right now lingering.
Mm. He is talking that talk and he is absolutely going off. Yo, I might have to do a deeper dive into Indianapolis on the Millionaire Morning Show in the morning. I think I already done figured out what I want to talk about. He not playing. He's saying it. Listen, they shouldn't even be out here. What are you doing out there past 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning? Jesus Christ! And you can hear them in the background. That's the crazy part about it.
Not going to bars, not going to restaurants, didn't come down here to see the fireworks, shooting fireworks off at our community from the top of parking garages. Unnecessary.
Offended at everything, accountable for nothing.
That's
Any questions?
facts, brother.
Is it going to take?
They should have just turned the camera. I want to see I want to see the camera pan over to the people of who he was referring to specifically. Man, I wish I could have seen that.
Other city departments to step up and
Now, see, we keep going back to what's the government going to do? What's the city going to do? The city's invested in this. Millions of dollars the city, taxpayers, pay for police overtime to staff this 1 square mile area with, there was a couple hundred cops down here between state police and Capitol Police and IMPD and other police department agencies. Yes, we're going to keep doing our job. The city of Indianapolis, government, the police department is going to continue to do our job. We're not going to solve this. Not just by the police. We made 20 arrests tonight.
Bailey, you're a dad.
Yeah.
What would you say to the
Why do they keep on trying to blame the police when it's clear the obvious problem is the parents? It's clear the obvious problem is the parents. Why do they keep on trying to have a conversation about the police?
parents out there?
I don't understand it. I know where my kids are at all time.
Talk
So maybe
about it.
that's
I
maybe I
this
shouldn't be that way. 16-year-old daughter. I cannot imagine letting her roam around down here tonight like she was, like kids were,
Exactly, because you're a parent.
unattended,
You care.
unsupervised, nothing to do.
Care. It's a simple word, care. People just don't care anymore.
Some of these individuals that were shot could have been very well not engaged in any kind of disturbance whatsoever. But
Somebody just walked through the scene. Don't even care.
it just caught up in a crossfire. Nearly down here, enjoying ice cream, or maybe they were down here for the fireworks, or wanted to see what's going on in the circle and got caught up in whatever's happening. But look, nothing good happens after midnight. Some of these kids should not have been out here. Period. They missed the bus going back. With some of the stories that we heard, one of our officers prevented two young young girls from getting into a stranger's car because they missed the bus to go back home. Wait, you have no ability to call your parents? Your parents wouldn't come pick you up if you missed the bus? There is a problem. There is a problem.
I like this guy. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link is in the description. T Henley, 40% off your
Drop a comment. Subscribe. Like you, brother. Anton. Go this shit. It's long. Yeah.
My guy,
Don't
did you
try to
vote?
you and put it on Demonte.
Nah, no, I voted. I know I voted.
For Kamala, we know.
Hey, all right. You know what I voted for. If it makes you happy, I voted for her.
It's a safe state.
Listen, don't say you voted for Trump because of Anton. If you didn't vote, just say that.
No.
I don't have nothing to do with this, Q. I don't have
Voted
nothing to do with
for
this.
Kamala. I said Kamala.
I don't have nothing to do with this. Everybody is
Kamala
a
lost
own
me.
person.
Kamala lost me when I saw Meg up there twerking. I ain't gonna lie.
But it didn't matter because you didn't vote, bro. I don't want to. Okay, this is what I'm trying to.
Ugh. Ain't no way this man said that he had a right to kill that. Wait, right?
What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen the title was going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it in the title. Pretty crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Definitely had to take a couple days off. Just wanted to really enjoy myself. Wanted to take some mental health days. I feel like it's definitely was needed. I usually don't do it, but definitely needed a couple days. To myself, to my family, to my friends. So I definitely apologize. I know a lot of people have been waiting and waiting and waiting for me to drop, and I'm definitely geeked. I'm definitely geeked. It's literally almost 9 in the morning right now, and I'm telling y'all right now, I'm definitely geeked to be doing this. And I say this 9 in the morning because I'm usually laying down, but I'm geeked. I'm happy to be dropping these videos for y'all today. So make sure y'all stay tuned for the next video drop today. But y'all see here, you got a News Nation reporter who viewed the video of Carmelo Anthony, basically doing what he did to Austin Metcalf. I have to watch what I say, of course. And he also says in this video that he saw, as well as other reporters, no physical altercation whatsoever. Says Anthony, now 18, was indicted last week on first degree. Police report states that Metcalf, 17, told Anthony to move out from the team's tent, his team's tent, and Carmelo did, what he did. Police reports state that Metcalf told Anthony to move out from under the team's tent. Anthony grabbed his bag, reached inside, and said, "Touch me and see what happens." I'm going to play some of this clip. I showed some of this clip before, but we do got to get into a lot of stuff today.
They allowed
Check
me
it
to
out.
view this video under strict conditions. I couldn't record anything. I couldn't take pictures. I could take notes, but that's about it. They would play it one time, and they wouldn't even rewind it or play it again, even the moment in question. So what I saw in the video was ultimately it's from the press box across the field on the 45-yard line. You can view a yellow tent across the field. That's where this incident happened. There's no sound on the video, and it's raining. And you can see about 30 to 40 people around the field. It's a track meet that morning, so they're preparing for this track meet. The incident in question happens at 9:44 a.m. It's really calm up until that point, and then chaos ensues, and you can't really make up anybody. You can't make out individuals. You can see people and colors and what they're wearing, but you can't make out identities. But again, at 9:44, chaos ensues. What I did not see was any obvious physical altercation leading up to the stabbing. Now, I went inside the stadium earlier this morning to try and give our viewers a better vantage point of where this all happened. Take a look. Across the field, you can see where the press box cameras captured everything.
So up here.
On the 45-yard line here, this is where it ultimately happened. There's a tent right up here, the kind of the sports tent where everybody was huddled at 9:44.
So this area.
Whatever went down happened right here.
Okay, so what I do want to tell y'all is that this isn't the only reporter that has said it was no physical altercation.
Yeah, every report that I've seen has said that there was no physical altercation. And then all of a sudden you see a big pile of blood.
Whatsoever. Obviously, they couldn't share the videos. They couldn't record. All they could do is write down and say what, basically what they need to say. Like I said, there were reporters that seen the video, and we got back, that now he did say there were cameras on the other side of the field, but there were also people recording as well, but those videos aren't out right now. But as this goes, it seems like it just gets worse and worse of what they're doing, and it's pretty sad. I'm not even gonna lie, and it's a reason why I'm gonna be showing y'all this in this order. Says Carmelo Anthony family. Let me click on this. Carmelo Anthony family is now asking people for gas money and to pay for the therapy sessions of his entire family. Now, again, this is a reason. I know y'all like, well, Reckless, why are you showing this? It's a reason on why I'm showing this stuff to y'all. Because it's a video that I will be playing, and it makes no sense of what the evidence, what we seeing, and what is said, in the video that I'm gonna be showing y'all. So you got the Give, Send, Go transportation to.
It's because they lied. It's all a lie, and Carmelo killed Metcalf, cold blood. They're trying to play the race card. It is what it is. They're trying to play the race card. The race has nothing to do with it, bro. You killed another kid. And then his family want to play the race card and get all this money. People are donating money saying, fuck white people, kill white people. Like, what is this shit? Come on.
And from court proceedings, trauma-informed counseling for our entire family. This isn't the only thing. These are just two things that was added, obviously, and what they're claiming that they need money, more money for. Again, not only you have that, but you know what it is. Tweet it. You have somebody literally of Carmelo Anthony's family selling merch. So not only, and you can go to the Justice for Carmelo Anthony.org and literally more than shirts, I'm pretty sure, but literally selling merch, doing everything they can to gather more and more money. More and more money. But this is from Benny Johnson. Says, Carmelo Anthony's friends and family are now selling merch saying free Melo. One big grip. All they're doing is inspiring other youth to, obviously do what he did on someone because they think they can become a celebrity overnight. This right here is true. I definitely agree with Benny on this because I feel like if they're seeing how much money is being raised, they're now asking for $1.4 million. At first, I'm pretty sure it was like 500,000 or something like that. But I think it was like 300,000 to 500,000. Then they just boosted up to 1.4. But my thing is that they continue and continue and continue to try to ask for more and more money. And then if other people see this, especially other black teens, even other teens, but I'm speaking on black teen, obviously this is a black teen right here, but obviously like, okay, well, this is going to be, it should be okay. We can gather this much money. We can do this, we can do that, and it's not. And I feel like this is another reason why the judge should definitely make more of an example of what not to do, in this case, and him being in the wrong. Let's check.
It goes back to what I said earlier, though. If kids were being raised right, no kid would watch something like that and be like, let's go stack some money and kill this guy and we'll get some money. No.
Check out what Aquarius Wave got to say about this, y'all.
So Carmelo Anthony's family is back to begging for more money in order to quote unquote cover his legal fees. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but in the beginning of this entire story, when it first broke into the mainstream media cycle, we found out that Carmelo's family put out a GoFundMe that was then taken down, and they had to put out a Give, Send, Go, where they raise upwards to $500,000, if not more, in order to cover legal expenses. That money was then used for allegedly personal reasons. We'll just keep it at that. Now, here we are with an update on June 25th, 2025, where the family is now looking to raise upwards to $1.396 million. Right there. $1,396,725 is what they're looking to raise in order to defend.
Was already below 500,000?
Used that money. This is why they're asking for more money. But this brings to my next, when I show y'all the video that I'm talking about.
This guy. Now, I don't know how much this is going to help, because when it's all said and done, the evidence is going to speak for itself. And the sentence is going to be issued according to the evidence. Therefore, you can raise all the millions of dollars that you want. If you're guilty, you're guilty, and you're out of here.
That's right.
I'm telling y'all. And it should be more of an example at the end of the day. I'm not playing. More of an example at the end of the day. That's how I look at it. I got to give Aquarius Wave a follow. I'm not even going to lie. But y'all got right here. I'm not obviously going to play this video. This is Charleston White. Basically going after and saying, things about.
Well, we know exactly what we have to do. What's his name? Charleston White. If you ain't going to play it, I am, bro. I got to see what's going on. What? Free Carmelo. I don't fuck with Charleston White, but the truth don't care who tell it. Get out of here.
I met with his father. I want to take the time to apologize to Carmelo Anthony's family. Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid. I was all the way wrong about that kid, homie.
Yeah, he was just indicted.
I was all the way wrong about that kid. I met with his father. I've been meeting with his father regularly. I had opportunity to talk, piece him up. He go beat these charges. I was under the impression that he brought a knife to school. So I'm taking a knife to school. Fuck him. He didn't take a knife to school. He didn't even know these two white boys. These two white boys just came over there with him because he was with another kid that knew those white boys. So he a new black kid who these big old white boys, big white boys. He a small frame kid. One of the white boys was on that side. One of the white boys on that side. So either way go, they had him blocked in. And these some big white boys. These are some big, violent, aggressive white boys who got guns. And not only that, the one he killed
got guns.
whooped their daddy. See, the daddy coming into the picture playing like he been around. The daddy ain't been around. We would think the black daddy.
Wait, what? What the fuck is he even talking about? Got guns? Oh boy, he's just making shit up, huh? That's what we do in this world. Like a song. We just lie. We just make shit up.
Boys who got guns. And not only that, the one he killed whooped their daddy. See the boys who got guns. And not only that, the one of the white boys on that side. So either way go, they had him blocked in. And these some big white boys. These are some big, violent, aggressive white boys who got guns. And not only that, the one he killed whooped their daddy. See, the daddy coming into the picture playing like he been around. The daddy ain't been around. We would think the black dad ain't around. The white dad ain't around. The mother don't even identify the daddy as the husband. So he must have been an abusive father. He ain't even been in their life. So he just coming and getting the light. He just coming and getting the light.
So because the parents were divorced, they're abusive.
A low down dirty cracker. His
Chips.
sons are bullies. They bullying on the kid. They no, because he black. Get from up under the tent. Man, y'all tripping. I ain't going nowhere. And they got a reputation of beating up people. The one he had to stab, he broke his daddy's ligaments. Big old strong cracker. He should have killed both of them. He should have killed both them Peckerwoods with a that's minding his motherfucking business, that don't bring harm to nobody. This kid ain't a bad kid. These bully white boys just fuck with the black baby. So now they trying to make it about race. No, it ain't about race. Justice was served when he killed that cracker. Self-defense. And the reason I say that is, anybody can go see the video. Why do you think the media outlets ain't promoting to go see this video? You can go up to the school to see it. And if you go up to the school and see it, we all to see this kid will be found not guilty. But because it's in an all-white town in Crackerville, and they done made it about race, whoever Sarah Fields is, Sarah Fields, you a rotten motherfucker. And if I just had some time, I would put an army behind this family, but I ain't got time. It's supposed to be a...
Wow.
I want to take the
I don't even know what to say to that. Like,
time to apologize to
boy, oh boy. I lost the words for that, people. I don't have that type of hate in my heart, but if I did say some shit like that about another race, you know what I'm saying? Like, see why Reckles didn't play it. Oh, that's not even the video. Yeah, and there's another one. It's not even the one. Wow. I guess it does.
This was not a racial killing. So why are the adults coming in playing the race game? The worst thing y'all could do is play the race game in this redneck county, nigga. That black judge, they already working to get her out of there. She will not be a judge in Collin County anymore. And if you from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you know them people don't play out there, nigga. They from out of town. These are outsiders. they will make an example out of that black kid, and black people will get him hung playing the race card. How dumb can you be? This is the time we supposed to say, let's come together. Why can't we all get along? This is that time so we can have his life spurred. They go hang that boy. He deserved to go to prison. If you take a life, you ain't supposed to be able to walk away with no consequences. It's consequences to your actions, right or wrong. Even if you justified to take a life, your life wasn't in danger. Carmelo was wrong, dead wrong. In the witness accounts of what he said, he grabbed the book bag. Let me tell black people how dumb y'all is. Don't you know they got a police report with the evidence of a knife and not a cleat sharpener? There's no such thing as a cleat sharpener. They have evidence, a police report where they confiscated a knife. How dumb can y'all be? And black people, y'all don't have no compassion for a parent who have to bury their child. Y'all haven't extended no level of empathy for another dead kid.
Boy, how did his song change so quick, so drastic? Somebody got to him. Trying to capitalize, bro.
Carmelo Anthony's family. This was April 20th of this year. Basically yelling at them and saying that they're not the victims. If y'all do want to check this video out, y'all can check this video out. Miss Shamika Mitchell, or Shamika Michelle, I'm sorry. And that's SHEMEKAMICHAELLE. And y'all can go find that, or just look up Charleston White on Carmelo Anthony's family. Now, two videos are going to pop up, and this is where I'm getting at, y'all. This is where I'm getting at. So, this video was posted April 20th of this year, and supposedly, now he has took a new route. This is posted. What's today's date, y'all? It's the 7th today. This was posted yesterday. Literally says here, Charleston White apologizes to Carmelo Anthony after meeting his family and says he now will beat all charges. He also claims that Austin Metcalf allegedly, did something to his father with something about breaking an arm or something like that, Then it says, additionally, and I don't know anything. This is my first time hearing about that. I don't even know anything about that. It's always something that is thrown out, and it becomes a rumor to where it's this and it's not true. So then it goes here. Additionally, Charleston White accuses the R-word influencer Sarah is censored. And Sarah's sister is obviously Sarah Fields. Sarah Fields puts out great information. I don't care what nobody say. Great information, great factual things. And one thing about it is I got her back. I don't know about everybody else, but the things that she has put out, the things that I've got sent to me from Sarah Fields personally is all true. The things that were sent, and me personally, I probably shouldn't be saying this, and I know that she'll probably see this video, but the things that I've seen coming from Carmelo Anthony's dad sent to Sarah Fields, and she personally sent me the messages from when I tell y'all that he's a disrespectful dude, bro. I don't care what nobody say. People can sit there and blast me, say this and say that, do whatever you want to, but being in that position and the way he acted and the things that he said, I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, don't believe everything that's on the internet and what people are saying, because unless you really seeing something. I've really seen it for myself, and it was through obviously Facebook. Basically saying being the reason that Carmelo Anthony's family, she's the reason that Carmelo Anthony's family had to move, exposing their home address, and was receiving information from the staff inside the Cullen County court system. Check out what Charleston White got to say.
Since I said that, I want to to take the time to apologize to Carmelo Anthony's family. Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid. I was all the way wrong about that kid, homie.
Yeah, he was just indicted.
I was all the way wrong about that kid. I met with his father. I've been meeting with his father regularly. I had opportunity to talk, piece him up. He go beat these charges. I was under the impression that he brought a knife to school. So I'm taking knife to school. He didn't take a knife to school. He didn't even know these two white boys. These two white boys just came over there with him because he was with.
Okay. So let me stop him there. If he didn't take it to school, where you get it from? If he didn't take it to school, where you get it from? And mind you, he has been in trouble plenty of times of bringing a knife.
I was gonna say all this stuff. I mean, I said a little bit, but I figured I would just let Rick say it. Obviously, he stabbed him. Where'd the knife come from? If he didn't take it to school.
So
those white boys. So he a new black kid who these big old white boys, big white boys. He a small frame kid. One of the white boys was on that side. One of the white boys on that side. So either way go, they had him blocked in. And these some big white boys. These are some big, violent, aggressive white boys who got guns. And not only that, the one he whooped their daddy. See, the daddy coming into the picture playing like he been around. The dad ain't been around. We would think the black dad ain't around. The white dad ain't around. The mother don't even identify the daddy as the husband. So he must have been an abusive father. He ain't even been in.
You can't assume, but that right there, you can't assume.
Maybe he was talking about guns, like biceps. When I first heard that, I assumed he was talking about guns, but maybe he was talking about biceps.
Assume stuff like that. That's the thing that I can't stand. Now, people could have said that about Carmelo Anthony's dad. Obviously, people could have said that about them. You obviously seen Carmelo Anthony and both of his parents in the picture. I think they was on a cruise or something like that. So I didn't go that route to like, oh, okay, his parents were not in the picture. Now I did say, and y'all know me, I'm gonna keep it real. I did say that it's a way that parents teach kids. It's a way. It's parents are first. It starts with the parents. That's what I said. So I didn't go that route to, oh yeah, Carmelo's dad probably was doing this and he was probably doing that. Nah. But I can tell y'all is that it starts with the parents. At the end of the day, he did this. And it starts with the parents. But for Charleston White to sit there and say that he was probably an abusive father and he was probably, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't, that's something that you can't really do. That's something that you can't really say. Because you might as well say that about Carmelo. Look what he did. I mean, come on now. You gotta make it make sense.
He must have been an abusive father. He ain't even been in their life. So he just come and get in the light. So he a low down dirty. His sons are bullies. They bullying on the kid. No. Because he's black. Get from up under the tent. Man, y'all tripping. I ain't going nowhere. And they got a reputation of beating up people. The one he had to stab, he broke his daddy's ligaments. Big old strong cracker. With a
that's crazy.
Motherfucking business that don't bring harm to nobody. This kid ain't a bad kid. These bully white boys just fuck with the black baby. So now they trying to make it about race. No, it ain't about race. Justice was served when he checked.
That's crazy.
And the reason I say that is,
I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like dude got paid to say this. I feel like he got paid to say this because the way he was talking at first about this whole case, that just goes to show you that people just that you just want to get on the internet and run your mouth. At the end of the day, I feel like that you just want to get on the internet and run your mouth because there's no way that you sit there and you talk so strongly about somebody's family and then say, "Oh yeah, I met with his family," and you met with him one time and now the whole narrative is switched. Everything got switched, and I apologize. That's lame. I feel like it's lame, it's corny, and I feel like you're a liar. And I know Charleston White. I'm gonna tell you one thing, bro. I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure. You done messed around and got paid for doing this. Because there's no, I'm telling y'all, there's no way. They use some of that money to pay this dude because there's no way, bro, There's no way you sit there and talk so strongly about somebody. What was that back in April? And then now it's I apologize, and we about to blame it on them. Nah, I don't see that.
Anybody can go see the video. Why do you think the media outlets ain't promoting to go see this video? You can go up to the school to see it. And if you go up to the school and see it, we all to see this kid will be found not guilty. But because it's in an all-white town and they done made it about race, whoever Sarah Fields is, Sarah Fields, you a rotten motherfucker. And if I just had some time, I would put an army behind this family, but I ain't got time.
That right there. That right there. That's exactly how I know you dang near getting paid for this. I would put an army behind this family, but I ain't got time. How don't you got time? Trial ain't started. None ain't started. Go ahead and do that. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, and dude gets sentenced to life or this, that, and the other, I mean, how are you looking? I'm so serious. I really do not believe that.
He don't care how he's looking. He got paid and he's getting fame right now. He capitalized.
Charleston White actually feels this way. I don't believe he believes the things that's coming out of his mouth, bro. I'm telling you.
Your army, because Sarah Fields and the father and somebody who works for the court have been releasing Carmelo Anthony's family information to Sarah Fields. She's been putting it online, and the white folk been going. So they've been having to move. All those lies made up, homie, they can't even get the GoFundMe money. They hadn't even got. They can't even touch the Go.
So they can't get the GoFundMe money. And that's you. You want to know another reason I know he lying?
Why are they asking for more?
It was through Give, Send, Go. So when I tell y'all, there's little things that you got to pay attention to, because people when they get money in their pocket, I'm telling you, I got some.
Same. What I'm saying, because why would they be asking for more money if they didn't get the original money? What good is it going to do if you can't get the money?
Something to do with that, because you just don't switch. You just don't do that, bro. I completely, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I really disagree with that. You just don't switch up like that. I feel like you just don't switch up like that until you really see some for real. Like the things that he's saying is not making sense, and it's lies. So it's basically just showing me like, okay, well, he's not really showing me nothing. He's not really showing me why he actually agrees with Carmelo and his family. I don't know.
Trying to smear campaign, but that's what the crew. Boy, I wish I could go back to when I was seeing the type of shit. I wish they could have caught me 3 years ago when I was really on my let's go get the crackers. But homie, homie, I wish I ain't got that spirit no more. So I'm saying, why black people ain't rallying around this family as they tried to rally around in the beginning? They are threatening this family. Homie, they keep having to move.
But how do you don't just lose the spirit, bro? It's either you got it or you
don't. No, you do lose it. You do lose it.
So you sold out.
No. You lose it.
One thing about this whole thing of watching this video is that at the end of the day, and as sad as it is, they're making his family out to be, and Carmelo Anthony, to be the victim. I don't care what nobody say. They're taking away from the simple fact of what this family is going through. If y'all realize, I want y'all to pay attention to something to make this make sense clear for a lot of people. Austin Metcalf's family haven't said anything. Obviously, from the start, you heard his mom, you heard his brother Hunter get on the news and speak on Fox News, and then they did a little interview outside their home, I'm pretty sure. Other than that, you don't hear nothing. Now, Austin Metcalf's dad and Hunter did an interview as well. Austin Metcalf's dad obviously went and tried to talk to, Frisco ISD. They went and he went and tried to talk to the superintendent. And then I really haven't heard much. If y'all know I stay on top of it. I really haven't heard much of them doing interviews, of them talking, of them saying this, saying that. But all you have been hearing, who always the loudest in the room, It was Carmelo Anthony and Carmelo Anthony's family. And that should tell y'all a lot. It's nothing for me to explain it. It should tell y'all a lot, bro. I'm telling y'all. And that's what makes it even more interesting about this whole thing. It makes it even more interesting. Says Carmelo Anthony is innocent. This is from the Tucker Carlson Jr. Says Carmelo Anthony is innocent. Austin Metcalf was the aggressor. That just goes to show y'all how crazy this stuff is. He said that he didn't bring a knife to school. He also said that that he was, obviously the aggressor. And y'all just see me play a clip of the reporter saying there was no physical altercation. So Carmelo just did what he did.
That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Sorry, I was looking at this. I don't even understand what the hell they're talking about. Well, I think we'll play a little game. I need to get that new college. Came out today. That was just the free one. Get late. Alright, oh, what does this? Switches into this game mode. Cuts out half of my screen on the stream. Beats me, bro. Put in my settings. Hey, that did fix it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hopefully my base and everything's still here. Haven't been on since last night. And I've been hearing a lot of stuff about crazy shit happening. Funcom's gonna have to figure it out because this is a really good game. Damn, there's a lot of sand in here. What? Right, we need to build another water thing. Still can't get the big one. Why? What this guy's up to? Never seen. Did you already abandon your shit? Looks like I'm looting today. Good move. Well moved. Good. When this shit goes away, I'll have more space to build. Probably pissed him off because I built some. Hey, not my problem. What's this? What's this? Carbon? Tell me about well, yeah, I'm gonna be real. I don't even feel like playing. Don't know if I feel like doing much, man. Vibe with me.
Swinging to the foe. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance, so back on up. Cause you know we're about to rip shit up. Give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you in trouble. Ain't nothing but a G bang, baby. Too low death niggas, so we're crazy. Death Row is the label that pays me. Unfadable, so please don't try to fake this. But back to the lecture at hand. Perfection is perfected, so I'ma let them understand. From a young G's perspective. And before me digging a bitch, I have to find a contraceptive. You never know, she could be earning her man and learning her man, and at the same time burning her man. Now you know I ain't with that shit, Lieutenant. Ain't no pussy good enough to get burned while I'm offended. Yeah. And that's realer than real deal Holyfield. And now you hookers and hoes know how I feel. Well, if it's good enough to get broke off a proper chunk, I take a small piece of some of that funky stuff. It's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and like that and like this and Drake creep to the mic like a fan. Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping.
I know it's late, and baby I can't focus. I just flew in town today and hoping that you notice. Did you notice? I just posted my landing. Wondering if the same old understanding stands. I know you got work pretty early. I'll be around by 3:30. Usually you're done by 1. So baby, when I wake you up, just let me ride. Fuck you back to sleep, girl. Don't say a word, no.
Let it fade to black. Let me run my fingers down your back. Let's whisper, let's don't talk. Baby, leave my t-shirt in the hall. Like a needle finds a groove. Baby, we'll remember what to do to drown out every distraction. It's time to make it happen. Strip it down, strip it down. Back to you
Oh, voice crack.
like it used to be. When it was an old back road with an old school beat. Cowboy boots by your little bare feet.
Damn, the allergies got me all messed up.
Have you got color in your cheeks? Do you ever get that feel that you can't shift, the type that sticks around like summits in your teeth? Are there some aces up your sleeve? Have you no idea that you're in deep? I dreamt about you nearly every night this week. How many secrets can you keep? Cause there's this tune I found that makes me think of you somehow, and I play it on repeat until I fall asleep, spilling drinks on my settee. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go, sorta hoping that you'd stay. Maybe we both know.
Well, I gotta piss and get a drink.
Mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Crawling back to you. Never thought of calling when you're at you, 'cause I always do. Maybe I'm too busy being lost to fall for somebody new. Now I thought it through, crawling back to you. So have you got the goods? Been wondering if your heart's still open, and if so, I wanna know what time it should. Simmer down and poker up. I'm sorry to interrupt, it's just I'm constantly on the cusp. I've tried and to kiss you. I don't know if you feel the same as I do, but we could be together if you wanted to. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go. Was sorta hoping that you'd stay. And we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Crawling back to you. Ever thought of calling when you've had a few? 'Cause I always do. Maybe I'm too busy being lost to fall for somebody new. Now I thought it through, crawling back to you. If this feeling flows both ways, was sorta hoping that you'd stay. We both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Do I wanna know? Too busy being lost to fall. Ever thought of calling down? Do you want me crawling back to you?
And I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come. But at least we'll both be beautiful and stay forever young. This I know, this I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it, but I love it. I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it, but I love it. And I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst is.
I don't know, like the boys got a headache.
It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. Cause I got me for life.
Yeah.
I don't need a hand to hold. Even when the
Got
night
a
is
damn
cold.
sinus cold. Wasn't feeling good last night.
And as far as I can see, I just need privacy. Plus a whole lot of tree. Fuck all
Figures
this
the first
modesty.
two nights I'll try to stream.
Get a world what they're trying to see. A Stella Maxwell right beside of me. A Ferrari, I'm buying 3. A closet of Saint Laurent, get what I want when I want, cause this hunger is driving me, yeah. I just need to be alone. I just need to be at home. Understand what I'm speaking on. If time is money, I need a loan. But regardless, I'll always keeping on. Fuck fake friends, we don't take L's, we just make M's. While y'all follow, we just make trends. I'm right back to work when that break ends. Yeah.
HBO Max on here. I wonder if they got a trial out for that college. Boys, what do we want to do? So You'll. Dude, just feel like chill. I ain't never played this before, so. Just jump right into it. Extremely intelligent, bad people, some facts. Logical, personality, but stable. Sounds like me. Intelligence too low. It's probably good. It's about like me. Not very agile, very strong. Emotionally intelligent, sensitive, and smart. Like, so just throw shit in. With brain power. Furries are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water deep enough can drown R.S. Thomas.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. Yes, it is. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. I know you do, baby. I know.
What's going on?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. All right. Nothing down to fuck all, borough. Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will. The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Yeah, his voice. Other help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound. A clarion.
Oh, he's drunk. This shit's weird. Damn, bro, nobody wears tidy whities. Don't do anything. This controller hangs? Why is it yellow? Bro, what is going on? Guess they want me to use the fucking mouse. I wanted to use the controller.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving. For quite a lot, still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap! It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practice. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost pleasurable. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air is... You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pen. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens. You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if, congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Yeah.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
No. You're a police officer, sir. I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
The words have already left your mouth.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again. No, you see, that's not what you said. You said... Come on, man. Freddie, please. One more time. Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you? Okay, that's cool. Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit. I have certainly been entertained. Thank you. Whatever you are, you should stick to it. Otherwise, it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Pick it up. Hell yeah. Give me that money. Give me that money. No, I don't want to leave. Go back in. Hey.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, like two baby crocodiles. It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you're. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now. The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care. This door can only be opened with a key or from still no answer. You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Utterly, and it needs to be heard. Through a PA system, by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? Oh, it's not? You're right, it's not. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing... She just, you know...
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Fine, bro. Now, yeah, all right. This superstar copy.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and if an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why? He is your half-brother.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area, now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he will.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedent.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
All right, bub.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the...
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
This guy's a trip.
What? I have no idea what that means. What is this, a joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job, and for us to...
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Great.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Like, been watching. I've already watched it. I love it. It's not one of my favorite shows, but it's just a funny show. Eastbound and Down with Danny McBride, and I got my wife watching it. This is, dude, like, I feel like I'm gonna play this character out like Danny McBride and Eastbound and Down.
The body was behind the building, right? How do we get there?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there?
See that door there? Go out and turn right. There's a big hole in the fence. No need for a key. Just go through that hole and you'll...
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit. You owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember? But you see, he didn't.
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
The words leave your mouth as if walking up the stairs. Everything is going fine until you reach the end and take one step too.
Oh, so apparently I'm a bitch now. Okay, I'll be the bitch, and you'll be the broke cop who owes me money, and no one will arrest anyone because that's insane. How's that?
Sir, leash in your tongue.
The words nail the cafeteria manager to his place. Unmoving, he stares down at the counter with his cheeks reddish.
Yeah. This is like my Stevie. He's found me. That's funny.
Officer, you need to contact your station. Ask your people for assistance with the money you owe this place. There is a shortwave radio in my car. When you get the time, use it. We need to get this investigation started now.
I ain't giving him shit.
I'm sorry,
I'll
but
keep the
I
money.
can't let him stay here if he doesn't pay. He's 3 days on the slip. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, he'll have to work this from home. Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere, in time or space. That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has it.
What's this do? Cop and a hobo. A hobo cop. Upsides can be disheveled, doesn't have to wash, carries himself with lurched gusto. Hobocop doesn't need anyone or anything. No one can kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent again. Never again here. You're drunk. Why did you even come here? Harry. Go home. You're embarrassing yourself. Downsides. Are there any? So my name is Harry? I am Harry. No.
Yes. What do you want to know? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not? No, something isn't happening, because it's not part of reality.
So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
Guess I should read responses in case anybody. I gotta practice talking more.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
No, tell me
Later.
now.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
You want to try to kill the same.
What if you did it? It is murder, of course. Murder. It can't be anything else. And you did it. And then, horrified by your own actions, you drowned out. Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing. And you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it.
Tell him that. Fuck would I say that? Game is different. It's chill, which is what I needed right now with the headache.
Matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
What's all this? Fucking with that bit. I need to find this body. You at, dead man? Who the fuck is this little weirdo? What are you doing? Throwing rocks at the dead body? What the fuck are you doing? Stop, you little shit.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno. Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick. Love it in the dick.
Dick? I guess I love it in
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. The kid is obviously high.
Fuck that, Kuno. Yeah, right in the mouthhole. Shits himself.
He shits himself.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno. The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit. The fuck are you talking about? He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Why can't I have that? There's a setting that'll display it. Is detective mode. It's Twitch integration. Oh, yeah. What is streamer? What's this name called? Shit's called. Do need to download because I should have taken it down. Twitch. Oh, that would be dope as fuck if viewers could influence the gameplay. Oh, that's sick. It's viewers. Awesome. Guess there ain't way too sucks. Like, all of us faggots. You know, he says, fucking each other. Look, I got questions.
All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Can I just hit this fuck? Should change the title on the stream. Imagine you probably can, but I don't. Getting shoot. Kick almost take that. I'm trying to do all this stuff myself, so like, I don't even know why. Like, I have these dreams like I'm going to become a big streamer, and this can be a secondary source of income to try to make my family's life better. Doing what I love, playing video games and other stuff. Sure, it'll never go anywhere, but I've got to try, you know? Tired of not trying things in life. But, oh, I'm doing all this stuff myself. I made a TikTok and a Kick. I already have a Twitch, YouTube, and X, but I never created anything before. None of that. So it's a lot trying to do all this shit yourself. Sure, streaming now. I hope I'm actually alive. Wouldn't that be horrible if I wasn't? Percent. It says I'm offline. It says I'm offline. Percent. Okay, we're gonna end this because I'm not even sure. I'll And click on live.